Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of my F1 2013 Classic career. At the moment we are in Spain, Catalunya. We're about to start the race session from third place. Nigel Mansell and Michael Schumacher are in first and second. Berger is in fourth. My teammate came ninth, so it's a really bad track for the Lotus here. So I'm not expecting a lot from this circuit, but we are in a good position to score some points, and it's raining once again. So very, very bad for us. So we're just going to try and make do. That's really screwed things up from my opinion, because this thing's hard enough to control in the dry and in the wet. So here we go, and begins the Spanish Grand Prix. Get off to a good start, coming behind Schumacher. He's starting to come across, almost consider braking there because I wasn't sure what he was doing. But we now come down to the first corner of this track. Nigel Mansell's going in for a wide line there due to the wet rain. But I was able to sneak up on the inside and take the first place into the first corner. So coming down this long winding right hand here, and you accelerate slightly outwards. Still try it. I've not got any wet experience in this car here, so we're basically just going to try and take it easy. Sliding a bit there as you come out of that corner. Okay, so we are now in the lead of this Grand Prix. We've got 17 laps to go. Not sure whether or not it's going to be a 2 or 3 stop, but it was that if we're staying on the wet side, it'll most likely be 2. Maxwell's itching behind. He's got a better car in this condition. Mine was set up for dry, and a bit wide as we come through to the tight left-hand kink. That part of the track there's very tricky. You lose a lot of grip as you go over that small hill. You don't want to full throttle it in these cars, otherwise the back end will try to jump out on you. Just come off the gas just a tiny bit and that'll be enough to hold it in place. But we now go through the tight chicane, having to floor it down in these wet conditions. Mansell clearly have the fastest car at the moment, but we have to hold him off. Of course there's no KERS or DRS in this. Going to make this very tricky. Put up to the Richmond, see if we can actually make some space in between. Of course, also we are in the leading car, so if we get there's no dry racing line for us, there's no nothing until the next few laps on. We have to suffer the full brunt of the Spanish weather. But at least we can see. That's one upside, that we don't get any spray off the car that would be ahead. Onto the gravel there. Mansell will be sure to take advantage of that, but we've got a bit of a gap in between us now, so thank God for that. Berger has moved up to third place, and Michael Schumacher has fallen down the grid. My teammate Andretti is in 8th place, I do believe, something around that. Not a good day to be in a Lotus. But if we can hold out here, this will be very good points towards our Drivers' Championship. And down the gears now, just set the fastest lap, 1:28.4. I'll come over to the right hand side, feathering that throttle as you come out of this long turn. Very tricky. You can actually full throttle it. Oh jeez, we've gone wide onto the grass. Got +1 lap of fuel. I do believe the engineer just said that rain will be stopping soon. Very tricky corner to get right, that one. We're doing okay. Trying to late brake as much as possible. Of course, this is in wet conditions, so trying to get used to where all the braking points are. It's different to what we used to in qualifying. We've gone wide again. As soon as I turned that corner, I knew I was going wide. Mansell tries to go around the outside, but this is no place for an overtaking manoeuvre. We do have the faster accelerating car, so I think that's a good defensive measure for us. Okay, so we're now 4.5 laps in. Pace is relatively good, but that might just be because we're holding them all up. I'm not entirely sure. Leaving some extra braking time there. Okay, we're doing that corner slightly better. Still a bit aggressive. Right, okay, so we've got to go into the pits now. Oh, a bit onto the grass. But I think I do recall him saying that the rain will be over soon.
We might need to think about moving to fuel mix mode 2 in the next few laps.
Drifting as we come out of that tight left-hand corner. Bring it back into standard mode now.
We're ready for you, box in this lap.
Well, it looks like it might even be a pre-stop. Here we go into the pit lane. Mansell's following suit. And that means Berger will take lead of this Grand Prix at the moment. There he goes, right past. Waiting for our pit window, there it is. All Team Lotus working hard. 5 seconds, 6 seconds roughly. And we still come out ahead of Mansell, so that's good news.
Watch out for traffic as you rejoin the track.
We've got Prost in the Williams, which is the slowest car.
You're on intermediate, only one stop to go.
The 1980's version.
Okay, it looks like the car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running full revs, maximum power.
But with our huge turbocharged Lotus engine, we'll be able to catch him fairly easily.
Be aware, we're expecting the rain to stop in the next 10 minutes.
10 minutes to stop. So this could be very interesting at the moment, because this could be all down to timing. Do we wait? We're going to have to make these tyres last if the rain does decide to stop. Because that will be a very strategic moment when everyone decides to go to the dries. They'll be setting very fast lap times. very wise. We come through the chicane. And there's my teammate going into the pits. He's currently in third, but obviously we're now going to pass him. And into first place we go once again, with Mansell closely behind in pursuit. Nakajima is now in fourth, so he's doing quite well for the other team, Lotus. Oh, Jesus, Mansell just outbraked me very badly there. But he's still behind, but he's very close now. Oh, the rain splashing on my screen. You do need a wiper function. That was a 1:28.8, so it's 0.4 seconds slower than my fastest. And Mansell's just set at 1:28.2, so he's 2.2 seconds faster than my best. So it's a clear sign that he's proper hammering down at the moment. Here we go. Oh, the back end started to step out, but we kept it in line. Coming into the last sector now. Down to the chicane, put into first gear, revving it slightly, revving the throttle, and then hammer down as you come out of this corner here. Not too much, obviously, otherwise you will make the car step out of line. And we've just done 28.9, it's even slower than our previous lap. Even though we did do two purple sectors.
The car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
Of course, the Mansell is getting thirsty for this first place. He wants it.
Tyre temperatures are in the optimal range. The conditions are matching the tyres.
Still raining. It's starting to slow down in this part of the track though. There's not much rain here. But as you go into sector 3, the rain starts to pick up again. There we go, the rain just comes back. So obviously the track is starting to clear. And it's heading off the track. The sector 1 is now clear of rain. It will be starting to dry out. So round about now, in the next few laps, we might have to see a change in tyre to the intermediates. Or the primes rather. We're on intermediates at the moment.
Just received a report that suggests the rain will stop in 5 minutes.
There we go, 5 minutes left.
Stopping this lap.
Right, okay. So he says that we need to go into a pit stop now, but the rain may finish in 5 minutes or so. So is it something that we really want to do? I mean, the tyres are only slightly orange or yellowy. So these things still have pretty decent life in them. I mean, sector 1 is clearly dry now. I mean, the track is still damp. As you can see the spray coming off the tyre. But within like 2 or 3 laps, the racing line will have appeared, giving us a big advantage. So it's all about decision making now. The rain is starting to clear every single time I come around to this corner. It's a bit further down the track when the rain hits me. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay out of the pit lane and watch our tyre wear, and then we're going to go in, because I bet you Mansell is going to go in right now. Yeah, he's going into the pit lane.
Mansell's now pitting. Mansell has entered the pit.
But we're going to stay out for now. Oh God, I hope this works.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
No, we're going to ignore him again. I think we can hold on to these tyres for a bit longer. Car slowly drifting through. Just got to keep at a decent pace so when we do go in for our pit stop, Mansell won't take it fast. We've just done a 1:28.030. So I think we've just done the fastest lap so far.
Nice driving. That was the fastest lap of the race.
Very bad first corner there. And now we have to make a decision whether or not to go into the pits.
Remember to pit this lap.
Oh, back end was very dodgy there. And it's coming out once again. Jesus, this thing's touchy. Going to stay out for one more lap. And then we're going to go to our normal tyres. I can still see spray coming off these. We're just having to wait until the time is right. Mansell's only 18 seconds behind, so this will be very, very tight. It means he's done a 1:27.5. So it's going to be very, very close indeed in terms of how long the pit stop will take. I don't personally think that we're going to make it. But, you know, only time's going to tell. And if he does overtake, can we then overtake him again? with the fresh
Okay,
tyres.
prime for your
Oh
next
god,
stop.
that was horrible. So that's really going to affect us now. He's probably made 16 seconds behind now. There he is, you can see him in the chicane. Or the left-hand corner that we just went off on. So come on car, come on Lotus team. Give me the fastest pit stop of your life to give me this win. So here we go. Into the pits with the prime tyres. They lift up the car, put the new tyres on. You can tell how slick they are. And we are off in 5.8 seconds. Mansell's coming down on the left hand side. He's going to go past. There he goes. We are not far behind though. But he has got a substantial lead.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
Schumacher's 26 seconds behind. Jesus. And let's see if this was the right decision. I feel like I've got a lot more grip. I feel like they're not sliding all over the place. But let's just stick to the racing line for now, shall we? Avoid the curves as much as we can. The tyres are still cold as well, remember.
We need to pass this guy. You're much faster in sector
There we
1.
go. We've already faster than Mansell.
We believe the car ahead is running standard revs. Standard revs.
And the car's slipping out, so there's still some water in the later parts of the track.
Pace is good. Pace is good.
We've just got to basically keep in mind that the track isn't fully dry yet. Or the racing line isn't fully dry. Because it has been raining on half the track and not all of it at some point in this race. Okay, let's see what we can conjure up now. Just did a purple sector there. So clear it was the right decision to make. We are gaining on Mansell now. Just got to focus. Concentrate and we will get the Spanish Grand Prix. Oh, a bit jumping on the way out the exit of that corner. Hard on the brakes as we come behind Mansell now. 0.7 seconds behind. He's on a much more wet design tyres on the intermediates. So we have got a massive advantage now. And it clearly shows. He's going to have to be cooling his tyres, whereas mine are going to be nice and appropriate for this track now. Coming behind Mansell using the slipstream. Coming on the right hand side, we've just done the fastest lap, 126.8. So clearly the tyres are working. And then brake down heavy, and we have got the lead now.
Brilliant lap. You're driving as well as I've ever seen. This is exactly what we need until the end.
And that means we have got this in the bag. Nothing's really going to stop us now. Here we go into the last chicane. We've only got 2 laps to go, or 1.5 even. Corner cutting a bit there. We don't want any of that.
At the moment, the gap between you and the car behind is 3 seconds.
we've already got a 3-second lead over Mansell, he just said. So this has gone extremely well in our favour. Because we stayed out for just a few laps extra, looked after our tyres, we was able to actually just pull off all of this, and we just set another faster lap. Using all the track there, letting the car just run out to the curb, and then you just swoop it back in for this corner here. Just goes to show how much strategy affects the outcome of a Formula 1 race. If we actually went into the pit at the same time as Mansell, we would be in the exact same position he is in now, and he would most likely be faster than us. But because we stayed out for the extra bit, the strategy worked, and we are now winning, about just on the verge of winning the Spanish Grand Prix. Still a bit of water on the inside line there, so that's why we had to kind of follow where the car wanted to go, just holding it. And here we go down to the last corner now. Accelerate on the way out and across the line, and here we go, we've won first place. That was a faster time as well, 1:25.4. So that is it, we've won the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's see how this affects the drivers and constructors, and also see where our teammate Andretti came. Right, so we gained first place. There's 25 points for us. Nigel Mansell and Michael Schumacher are next. Berger, Nakajima and Heikkinen doing very well. They gain an extra 18 points in total for them. Andretti came in 8th, not the best result for him. So in the Drivers' Championship, we still retain first place, with Michael Schumacher only 15 points behind. So it's very, very close in that regard. Andretti's in 5th, but he's not that far off from Berger at all. In the Constructors, we're at 11 points only ahead of Ferrari, so it's very close there as well. So if you did enjoy this, please like, subscribe and leave a comment, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.